Hello, hello, hello. 2 o'clock in the morning. What y'all doing? Can't sleep. Let's craft. So I was watching Gina K tonight, and she had this really cool kit, which of course I can't obtain at the moment. So I figured, well, I'd make my own with what I have. And it's like actually quite it's quite easy to make this, but it's a gift card holder. See? I couldn't find a gift card when I was making this, but then I remembered where I had one. I was like, well, somebody commented on, I've posted a picture of this on Facebook, and they were like, I missed the class. And I'm like, what class are you talking about? Because I hadn't given a class if they wanted the measurements. So I was like, well, I'll do it right here live on YouTube. And then, okay, I don't know why this is not just showing me the regular chat. If anybody's chatting, I'm sorry. It's just not showing me the chat. There we go. Anyway, so I'll measure it out here and I'll show you how I did it. First thing you need to know are the supplies you're going to need. And you're going to need a bow die. And when I say a bow die, I mean a die that cuts a bow. Doesn't have to be anything. I'm using Spellbinders. I'm using the die from Spellbinders kit, which is the festive ornaments. That's the size of the bow. That's that bow right there. You can use anything on the top if you want, really. I mean, you guys, we can make these doing anything. We can make a stocking. We can make a present. We can do all kinds of things. So let's just craft and have some fun, but I'll give you the measurements. So you need a bow die. You need some paper. You need some ink. If you're not using color paper, hey, let's make a Halloween one this time. That sound cool? I think we should make a Halloween one. As I drop everything on the ground over here. Let's make a Halloween one. Because this way I don't have to use ink. Oh, wow. So, I got some orange paper. We're going to make it Halloween looking this time. So, that was a birthday one. Ta-da! That's what we're going to make. So, let me get another sheet of paper because I'm just pulling out what's beside me. I'm not hunting for it specific. But I think those two colors together go okay for Halloween, right? Green and orange. I wish people were commenting and talking to me. But nobody's commenting in the... Say hi! Come into my live and say hi! Alright. So we need to make the base pieces. And what you need is a gift card, see? I made it a pretend gift card, so because I didn't know where this one was, and I made it a little bit bigger than that, but see, that fits right in there. And then it'll fit right in here. So, we're going to make it using the 2.5 by 3.5 inch measurement instead of the actual gift card measurement, because then you know for sure your gift card will fit. All right. So I think I've lollygagged long enough. Let's start cutting. So what you're going to need is you're going to need paper. You're going to need a trimmer. So get out a trimmer. And we're going to use the dark green for the bow and for the strips. But we'll use the orange. And then we'll go in and stencil some bats or something on it since it's going to be for Halloween. Because this is Halloween. This is Halloween. So you're going to take it. I'm going to take this 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Because that's pretty much all you need is half of that. And I'm going to cut it down to Nah, I didn't write my measurements down. So we're going to cut a square that is, I believe it's 3 by 4. Let's do it again. So I got 3. I'm pretty sure this one was 4. Yeah. But we're going to cut it down to 5. So we're going to cut this down to 5. And we need 2 of those. Hi, Leah. I hope I said your name correctly. So we're going to cut another one down 3 by 5. Okay, then we're going to cut off a whole inch off of these 2. So then we're going to cut it down to 4. And we're going to cut this one that's set from the 5-inch mark. We're going to cut it down to 4. So what we're going to end up with... Oh, thank you. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. So you have 2 3 by 4 pieces of paper. Then you'll end up, these should measure the same measurement. They don't look like they do, though, but they do. Okay. Then you'll end up with 2, 1, should be by 3, but you know what? Actually, I need these bigger. So, Trixie, what are you doing over there making noise? That's my puppy dog. I have a little Shih Tzu, and she's over there crying because she's not beside me. She was sleeping when I came over here. I'm going to have to go get her. All right. I actually need these to be bigger than the 3. Because if you notice, my present lid... Yeah, I got to go get her. She's just going to keep crying. She's not happy when she's not beside Mama. If you notice, my lid is bigger than the box part. So if my box is 3 this way, then I need it to be at least 3.5. So I'm going to cut this to 3.5. I hear you. Give me a minute. Mommy, come get you. Mommy, come get you in a minute. So we're going to cut them to 3.5, and then I need 2 1-inches. 2 of them to be 1 inch. So there's 1 inch by 1 inch. Hold on, little girl. All right. I'm okay. I'm doing good. How are you? Let me go grab my little girl and bring her over here into my chair so she'll stop whining. Because, you know, if you have a puppy dog or anything, it breaks your heart when they whine. It breaks your heart when they're whining. Come here, whiny butt. I can't put you under there for everybody to see. Or can I? Let's move the trimmer. Can anybody see her fur? Oh, there she goes. That was Trixie. Crazy, right? Welcome to the craziness. Okay. Are you happy now? You're sitting beside me? Are you happy? All right. Then we also need these thin strips. So I'm just going to, I didn't even measure them. They were just scraps that I used, guys. So we're just going to say, all right, all together, this thing measures like 5 inches long. So we're going to get us, I'm making this gift card holder. If you open it, see, you attach a gift card in here. Like, see, here's a gift card holder. Sorry, see? And you got a cute little way to give somebody a gift card. If you want to give them one for a birthday or Christmas or Halloween. I don't know, some people give them for Halloween. You know, if you don't have like a lot of trick-or-treaters or you got grandkids or somebody or nieces or nephews. All right, so we're just going to put her back to the side now. All right, and you want to give them a gift card. That'd be a cute little way. Make something and do it. All right, so we're going to take this paper. I'm just going to cut a thin strip. Probably about 1/4 inch wide. And we need 2 of them. And I'm just eyeballing this, guys. I just need 2 thin strips. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. They're not going to be perfect because, well, who on earth is perfect, right? Right. So these are what we should have for paper that we need for this project. We should have 2 of the 3x4s. 2 of the 3.5x1. And then 2 long thin strips. Your judgment call on that. Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. All right. Easy peasy. Let's do some stenciling to make our Halloween gift card holder. I mean, how cool is that? If you got a niece, a nephew, a grandkid, a sibling. Say you want to give something to a sibling or whatever. Right? Let's get us a stencil out. And I think some little bats would be cute on that. So let's find us a stencil with some bats on it. Or a witch hat. We do a witch hat all over them. I have some bats, though. If I can't find the bats fairly quickly, could even do ghost, but I don't want to do ghost. I want to do either bats or a witch hat. And it looks like we're going to do the witch hat. Could even do pumpkins, you know? Hey, let's do that. Let's do pumpkins. Where did that pumpkin go? We could do pumpkins. Oh, no, that's pumpkin and candy corn. Oh, you're playing a game? Okay, bye. Have fun. I am. I think I'm going to make pumpkins and candy corn. Oh, I don't know. Wait, them colors may not show up on my orange. Maybe if I'm still up to doing it. Let's do the witch hat. Easy peasy. We'll do the witch hat. Girly pop, what do you mean? Good morning. Happy Wednesday, Mickey. Good morning. I guess it is 1:51 a.m., huh? Stopping by to say hello quickly. Gotta get back to work. Oh, okay, Mickey. Well, I hope you have a safe night at work or morning. I don't know what it... It's not lining up because I got 2 pieces of paper there at once. Right, let's throw our witch hat on there. Let's tape that down. Let's tape it down. Wait, it's Wednesday already over there? Yeah, where you at? It's Wednesday morning here. At 1:52 a.m. Wednesday morning. If somebody hasn't went to sleep since Tuesday night, then it would still be... a lot of people over here would be like, oh, it's Tuesday night because I haven't gone to bed yet. It's nighttime for you? Well, it's middle of the night here. I wasn't sleeping. I woke up. I went to bed early and woke up early. So, but yeah, it would be considered Wednesday. All right. Then we're going to get us a dark color. Like black soot or... it could be purple. Because that'll probably turn black on orange. Let's try this seedless preserve. And see what color we get if we put it on the orange. Oh, we get a purple. Let's do that. Because I think it would be pretty. After, I would recommend that you should do one for Thanksgiving like a turkey. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. I will try to figure that out and do that. That sounds like a great idea. Awesome. All right. So let's make our witch hats on here. It's one of the things I like about Halloween crafts. If the colors turn out like mud or something, it's okay because it's Halloween stuff. Reno. Oh, Nevada? You're like, what, 3 hours behind me over here? If you're over there in Nevada, you're like 3 hours behind. So I made this stencil with my Cricut and acetate. Yeah, 10:54 p.m. Okay, yeah. So you showed a a game thing, like you were playing games or something. What kind of games do you play? My son likes to play video games. He's an adult now, but he still likes to play his video games. I like to play games sometimes too, but not so much video games since I had my stroke. My head can't really handle the movement and stuff and the flashing from the game anymore. I used to love to play video games with my kids, though. Yeah, you can make them for any holiday. This right here would be great for Christmas too, not just for a birthday. I did like birthday colors, because you got some people that don't celebrate any holidays. Hey, Uncle Dave, how you doing? It is 1:55 a.m. here. I woke up around 1 and I got this bright idea I would just go ahead and go live. Somebody asked me about measurements for this that I picture that I posted on Facebook. And I was like, well, might as well go ahead and make it live and show everybody the measurements. Which I'll go back over that for the people. If anybody comes in later asking about the measurements, I'll do a rerun over that. But right now, I'm stenciling some witch hats on some cardstock, because I'm going to make me a Halloween gift card holder. I mean, you know, you don't have to give somebody candy. Like I was saying earlier, if you've got grandkids, nieces, nephews, you know. Oh, you like Roblox? Okay, cool. I've heard of them. Never played it, of course, but I've heard of them. That Roblox came out well after my kids were already adults. I'm not really into doing crafts, but I like watching others do it. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I didn't think you were a make craft type fella. I bet though if we were target practicing, you'd be all up for that, right? I didn't say that on YouTube, did I? Anyway. Anywho, if I was woodworking, you'd probably like that kind of craft, wouldn't you? You do you like any type of wood crafting or any type stuff like that? You know, the manly stuff. So there we go. We got one of our little panels done. Let's get our tape off and do the rest of them. We got to do the rest of these. Building and fixing things, yeah. Building stuff is a form of craft. It's a craft. It's a form of crafting. So, it's just a different way. It's just, I like to paper craft because I can't do the heavy equipment and wood and stuff anymore. Not that I've never really built much of anything, but you get the gist. I used to do lighter wood stuff. I used to like to do that. Never been able to do a whole lot of heavy lifting. My body just wasn't made for that, you know, with the little bones and things. So anywho, one of these is for the front, and one of these is for the back, and this is a really simple craft. And I was just thinking, you know, instead of giving out candy, because you don't know if kids have allergies or... I mean, you know, I live in a community where nobody ever comes to the door. So if I want to give something for Halloween, I basically have to find a kid and give it to him. So basically, like my son's stepdaughters, my step-grandchildren would be the ones who I would like. You know, so give them a gift card for Halloween. They can go buy their own, or give them something for like McDonald's. They can go get ice cream or something like that. Or, you know, you got some parents don't let their kids have sweets at all. You know, some kids are diabetics, and so... Thank you. Thanks, Dave. You know, so anyway, just a different way to think about things. if you're one of these people who like to give out things and stuff for things, for holidays and stuff. I should have found a purple paper since I decided to do a purple witch hat on here. But we're going to stick with the green. So let's put these down so I can put some witchy hats on there. Yeah, it does look pretty cool, right, with the witchy hats? Stenciling changes things. It just makes things, like, cool. So we're just going to come in here now and slap some color on the top of the box down. If I planned things more, this pumpkin stencil with the candy corn would have... I gotta stop hitting that camera. Would have been cool. And the camera will stop shaking as soon as I'm done with all this ink blending. I still haven't figured out how to hook my camera up so it's not hooked up to the table. And the table, my craft desk, is just one of those 6-foot long folding tables. Yeah, there can be allergies like peanuts, exactly. So you don't know, you know. It's like if you give a gift card, then they can go get their own thing. If they have an allergy to gift cards, well, then you can't help them. Can't help you then. You're beyond help if you're allergic to a gift card. I know I'm not. All right. There we go. Okay, the hardest part of this whole thing is done, y'all. That's the hardest part of this whole project, guys. And we'll take some rubbing alcohol or something. Hey, Melissa. How you doing? Somebody asked about measurements when I shared the picture of the gift card holder, so I thought I would make it and do it Halloween instead of birthday or Christmas or something, since we're in October. And that way I could share the measurements so they could have them if they're talking about that. They said they missed a class, and I don't know what class they were talking about, so... Anyway, so we got our pieces. So these measure 3 by 4. These measure 1 by 3.5. Just cut random strips like this, little thin strips. I didn't even know you went away. Welcome back, Leah. Yes, there is a man watching this. I think that's cool, Dave. All right. So what we're going to do for starters, if you don't have a gift card, just cut you a 2.5 by 3.5 paper and pretend it's a gift card. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend we don't have the gift card. So you guys can make it exactly how I made this one. I'm teaching you exactly what I did. Some people want to make things exactly. So that's what I'm... A little finagling there. All right, that's good enough. Anyway, you're going to take one and flip it over. Make sure the patterns are going in the same direction. Same thing with this. You're going to flip one over. This is easy peasy, guys. Very simple. So if you want them to have a die cut look, Gina K has a kit right now that has a whole thing, but... No, I don't think Dave crafts. He just said he didn't. He crafts smart aleck answers. That's, he's good at that. Yeah, Miss Melissa's usually one of my regular one. She's one of my peeps who come in and watch. No, not at all. I build or fix anything with wood or mechanics. Oh, mechanic skills are a good thing for a man to have. All right. I'm going to take them and put them together now. Did you see? Oh, I didn't explain that. I put glue on just 3 sides. And then line this up and glue that together. And I did not cut that 3.5 piece that I was talking about. And if you want this real sturdy, use really strong cardstock or double your cardstocks up. But this gift card should just be able to slide right in and out of there. Okay? But you want it to come out when they take the lid off. I don't know what you mean by that, Leah. To glue, yeah, to glue together, yes. You didn't mean gloom, you meant glue. Okay, so I just glued these 2 pieces together after I put the glue on 3 sides. And I just made a little pocket. You see that? Now, I'm going to take these, make sure the patterns are in the same direction. I'm going to do the same thing, only on 3 sides. I'm going to put a very thin layer of glue. And the reason I'm using liquid glue is because I want it nice and strong, because I don't want it to come apart. And we still got to cut our bow and everything, too. I forgot about the bow. Oh, you know what? I should have rounded my corners first, too. Anyway, we'll just glue them together. And then we can always re-glue to fix our corner after we round it. I should have rounded the corners first. Yeah, I made it thin, but you can thicken it up by doubling up your paper. I mean, it's just a gift card holder. It's not intended to be some forever thingamajigger. Yeah, super thin layer of glue, right? Okay, I didn't glue it evenly. So, anyway. All right, figure that's about the middle. I'm just going to make sure. There we go. Take you a little thin strip to hold your gift card in so it comes out when you're, when they go to take the lid off, you want the gift card to come out. So just put you a little piece of double-sided tape, just like so. Just like this. And then go, here, pokey-doo, pokey-doo, where'd you go? Oh, there we go. And then you're going to take your lid. Oh, you know what? Before we done that, I forgot a step. That's okay. We can fix that step once we do this. You're going to take this. You're going to put it in the middle like we had it. Push it all the way up as far as you can get it. Doing it kind of straight, though. And then just tack that down. And now your gift card holder is tacked. And I didn't line it up, make sure it was even on here, but there you go. And then just slide that, look, see how it slid in? That's why I made it. That's why I made it a 1/4 inch bigger on each side. So that the whole thing would just slide inside. Okay? Then, we're going to take this strip. Let me take that out now that we know that that fits and it's lined up right. We're going to take this strip. And we're just going to put some glue. Right about that good. A lot of guesstimating when I craft, guys. A lot of guesstimating. So that's approximately the middle right there, right? Ta-da! That's about the middle. Now on this one, I didn't do all that extra stuff on this side. I only did it on the one side. So then I get my little scissors, my handy dandy scissors. I mean, this is simple, simple craft, guys. Okay, now you want to make sure that the one on here is lined up. So put your gift card in, right? Get it in there. Lift this up so it goes over the top of that thing. Get it in there. Get in there. Why are you fighting with me? Why? My iota. Doesn't now. It went in easy earlier. Now it doesn't want to. What's up with that? Why did it go in easy earlier and now it won't? There we go. There we go. That's really cool. I'm a simple guy, amazed by the simplest things. Yeah, I'm a simple woman. And the easier something is, the happier I am. All right, I want it even. I want it evenly centered. The less details there are, the better. All right, now I'm just going to take, and even with this line, I'm just going to put some glue right here. And I'm going to even that up right there. Just like so. That way they line up. I'll flip it over. And I'm just going to trim it off. Just like so. And it might be crooked, but it's okay. It's homemade. How old am I? I am grandma age. I'm 55. For another week or so, then I'll be 56. All right. Then you need one going across this way. I have to put you. That's another reason why you got this together, because you want it to be like, that looks about right for a present. So then we're just going to take this and we're going to put some glue on here. Actually, I only needed one strip because I did a whole big long strip. But you needed one for this way and one for that way. I'm not going to ask you how old you are, because if you're a minor, then none of us need to know your age. When you said you play Roblox, it kind of makes me think you might be a minor, so I'm not going to ask your age. If you'd like to tell, you can, but yeah, we're right around the same age. And we're both veterans. That's another reason we get along, Dave. I think our moral value, our moral compass is kind of along the same line. I think so. Neither one of us have filters. I just have to remember that sometimes that kids might be watching this, so I have to sometimes watch what I say, but I forget sometimes. No, I think he meant no shiitake mushrooms. Oh, no, he said yes. No tolerance for ignorance, exactly. They call me toxic, don't you know? Melissa's going to roll over laughing in her seat. Because of how blunt I am. All right. Now, this die that I'm using has two parts to it, y'all. So I'm going to get that dark color paper that we used. Leah said hi. Hello. Okay, and then I'm just going to die cut out my bow to go on the top, and our craft for the night's done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Simple. Mama says. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Melissa, are you still here? Are you crafting? Melissa is my friend that lives in Ketchikan. The one who can't ever get to River Street because of all the ships that are always in port. Okie dokie. This is so simple, guys. This is the simplest craft ever. I was like, when I saw the die set that Gina was using, I was like, I bet I could do that with some random dies that I have, and then I got looking at it, I'm like, I only need a trimmer, and if I want a bow. Oh, you just crawled in bed? Okay. I'll be up for a little bit because I went to bed at like 9 and woke up at like 1 or something. Oh, you were stationed in Alaska for 4 years? Cool. There you go. Melissa says, where, Dave? I mean, this would have probably looked cooler if it had been made with black cardstock. But I think for a Halloween, I think it works just fine. So this piece goes on that bow. Yeah, Fort Wainwright, Fairbanks. Yeah, I've never been to Alaska. One day I'm going to go see Melissa, and I'm going to get to see Fish Creek. I watch videos on Facebook all the time. It's so cool. I want to also go see the, along the coastline, because I want to see their bears. People think I'm lying, but I'm not. About what, Leah? But what do they think you're lying about? Oh, okay. You're 49? Oh, video games are for everybody. You're right. All right, and then we're just going to glue this to the top of our thingamajigger, and I shouldn't have put glue completely to the top because I'm going to have my bow stick over the top of my thing right there. Right here, just like so. Okay, not like that. Not like that. You're not going to drop it all over the place and get glue everywhere. Just like this. Okay. And then you can either write or stamp if you have a stamp, and I just happen to have a stamp that says pull your age. Oh. But that's cool. Alright, so I happen to have one that says pull. And then I've got a small little acrylic block here. And then the same color ink we did with the witch hat. We're just gonna ink that up. Make sure we're putting it the right way. And we're just gonna stamp the word pull there. And I'm gonna put it on this side too, just so it's visible. So that way they'll... Right? Isn't it cute? And simple, guys. It's so simple. 96 to 99. Oh, I was down in Naples for those years. I was raising my kids. I was already out of the military. I was living down in Naples, Florida. Guys, that's it. That's our project. So let's recap the measurements. So that way, if you, want to make one yourself. This one here, I made it with thicker cardstock. And it's like, there we go. So it likes to fight me going in. But there we go. And then this one here. Oh, we didn't round the corners. Let's round the corners. So we got this tool called a corner rounder. And I'm just going to use the 1/4 inch side. Thanks, Dave. You know, when you're on a small budget, you want to do things. You want to do what everybody else is doing. You have to think outside the box. Oh, you were there from 81 to 82? Cool. I've had a corner chomper. Just remember when I was doing something and I moved a bunch of stuff off the side? I've had it. Remember I said long time ago I got this at Hobby Lobby on clearance for like $6. Remember? Long time ago. I've had this forever. I've had this one forever. I just haven't pulled it out in forever because it's been on the other side of the room. Well, the other day, last night, not the other day, earlier when I made this one, I got up off my lazy booty and went and found it. So, there we go. Just slide that in. Kind of at an angle. Make sure that you get up over this little piece, and then it should just slide right in. And voila. You got you a gift card holder, guys. Just like that. And you can put anything you want on it to make it for anything. So you can put bats and ghosts and pumpkins and for the fall or Halloween, turkeys. You can make it Christmas, you know. All right, bye, Leah. Have a good one. And I'm about to say goodbye too. Who would have thought I'd be up at 1:20 a.m. watching a crafting show? I know, right, Dave? I'm so glad you did. This is kind of why I'm doing away with a little bit of my my 1 p.m. in the afternoon time slot, because I'm up in the middle of the night, and I usually do most of my crafting in the middle of the night. You know, it's like so you know how it goes. You can't sleep. The doctor told me when you can't sleep, get up and do something. That way your bed doesn't think that it's a place to lay awake in. So I get up and I craft. Doesn't help me go to sleep, but... So, all right, you guys. I'm going to go ravage the refrigerator. Maybe that'll make me tired again. Usually, food usually energizes other people. It makes me sleepy. So I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for coming in and watching and hanging out and keeping me company at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. So long. Farewell. Bye.